We'd almost given up hope. I'm sorry. She awaits us inside. Come on. The plan didn't matter a whit compared to your safety. Welcome back to your castle and your realm. The future does seem very portable. Oh wait. I think I see. It's a pen, isn't it? A pen for livestock? Let me handle it. Streak is the fighter, Mirana's the organizer. They both have a plan to deal with. Let me solve Hector. No. I need a chair. I also need you to leave before I decide to kill you for keeping our guest in such a manner. Run. What? Why would you think such a thing? Oh, Carmilla does, certainly. Striga just kills her food. Mirana tortures hers for information on where the rest of the food is. The ruling council. Carmilla is queen of Styria, but we rule as a quartet. Mirana is the organizer. Striga is the warrior. The diplomat. I'm Lenore. It's a pleasure to meet you, Hector. You've met Carmilla. She's the spark. We see the present. She draws down the future. We're the body and she is the dream. Would you like something to eat? Oops. Sorry. Must look like blood, mustn't it? Would you like one? Come on. There. Lenore, I seem to have some roasted chicken here. I'm afraid there are no maggots on it. I can call the guard and ask him to get you some sprinkles. Oh, we eat. It's the blood that gives us our essential nourishment, of course. You've probably seen a lot of that, having lived in Dracula's court. But we enjoy all the good things of life. It'd be silly not to, wouldn't it? Otherwise, well, why live forever if you're not going to live well? Piece of chicken? It's all right. I'm not here to cause you any more harm. Let's just have something to eat and talk. You're very welcome, Hector. My fucking throat. Well, wasn't that fun? I'm a diplomat, Hector. I make peace. Carmilla thinks you're a useful idiot at best. Striga wants to kill you when she thinks about you at all. And Mirana wants to torture you. Not to get information out of you. Just because she finds it calming. I make peace. And because of that, people think I'm soft. People think I'm weak. You won't make that mistake again, will you? Fetch. Good boy. I have one question. I'll answer your question. Yes. Carmilla is keeping you around because she'd like a forge master. Now you answer my question. It's not poisoned. Good. What would you like? It's clear enough. Let's talk about what you would like. Fair. Did the apple buy me another question? What was Dracula going to give you? You were helping build an army for Dracula. You were advising him. He was going to kill all the humans. Really? That is exactly our plan. So he lied to you. Oh, well, never mind. What was he going to give you for doing this work that he lied to you about? What was your reward for serving a man who lied about his intents? You assumed. Assumed. Seemed to. Maybe. Did you not want a reward, Hector? Or were you just expecting one would be presented? So, what do you want? But obviously you expected something. Even if that was only to be spared from the slaughter. Or to be kept in a cage. So that worked out well. Seriously. Other than shoes. Oh, it is. Because Carmilla has commenced her plans to place the human population under controls. Mercy kills and, if you'll forgive the term, humane feeding. This is the same plan that Dracula presented to you. Yes? Only he was lying. And planned to exterminate the human race. Yes? We're not lying. And we don't expect you to work for free. Or even for shoes. Oh, for God's sake, we're paying you. Nobody here holds a grudge, Hector. I'm not saying Carmilla pushed you here on a wagon filled with featherdown. She was pissed off. Yes, but if she'd left you in Brayla, do you think you'd be alive today? So, you would have died with your boots on. Oh, I'm sure. Even though he decided to kill every human being on Earth because they murdered his wife, I'm sure you would have been the only survivor of the human race. Makes perfect sense. On the bright side, after everybody on Earth was dead, you could have had your pick of any house you wanted. Unless he was lying to you. Oh, I don't have to lie to you. I have no interest in faith. Faith makes for terrible diplomacy. This is simply commerce. In commerce, we don't have to have faith in each other, do we? We don't have to guess. It's simple. There are rules. I give you something, you give me something. Well, maybe we'll talk about that another time. Until then, I'll get you some shoes. Talk to me some more. Whatever you like. I like the sound of your voice. You're interesting. I mean, look at you, beaten down a dozen different ways, and you don't give up on yourself. It's nice. I can't promise a nice pair. Oh, so now you're a fucking aristocrat. Well, look at you. Almost human. There, upright on your hind legs and everything. But, oh, you didn't want to go for a walk then? Well, I could hardly take you for a walk with your bits flapping around in the open air, could I? A bird might think your penis was a twig and fly off with it. Oh, come on. A little smile won't kill you. Good boy. Now then, would you like to go for a walk? Bit of fresh air in the starlight? Good. Sadly, there's a condition. Not my idea. Striga insisted. It should be quite comfortable. She just wanted a little extra security. Striga pointed out that you're a magician, and you do want to go for a walk. So, would you mind? Good boy. Walkies. It's a lovely night, don't you think? That's because we channel waste heat around the castle with pipes. I keep telling you, we're not monsters. Actually, just science. Centuries old. The thing is, Hector, humans forget things and vampires don't. You have a lot to learn. So dramatic. Relax and enjoy the night. I'll take your word for it. Never much cared for it. I was always a night person. Oh, I don't think so. Just look. I can't see how the sun would improve this view. See? It's not so bad here, is it? Does it hurt? In Brayla? Well, she does have a temper, but she would never have meant to kill you. No, because if she'd meant to kill you, you would quite simply be dead. And if she meant to torture you, you would have arrived here carrying your guts in both hands with a spike up your arse. She does have a temper, but she's logical. She never lets it run away with her to the point of, oh, I don't know, condemning the entire human race to death. Just a recent example of what being genuinely insane with murderous rage looks like. You may not have been treated like a boy king on your way here, but you did show up alive. Have you considered that you're only alive because you listened to Carmilla back in Dracula's castle? I don't think she did. I think she made complete sense to you, and you felt guilty, understandably, about how it all played out. No, she didn't. She showed you the old man was insane, and she saved you from the consequences. Nobody here wants to harm you. We just don't quite trust you yet. You did try to hurt me, Hector. No, this way. New cell. In you go. I thought you might like to be able to read. Pass your lead through? There. Good boy. The book, by the way, is some of our vampire magic. Given your own profession, I had a feeling you might find it interesting. Can I see you tomorrow night? Thank you. Good night. Dream well. You didn't hear me enter. Good book? Really? We all wear them. The four of us. Carmilla, Mirana, Striga and I. Silly. Look. The black and the red. The night and the blood. These are the things that bind us together. The rings are a sign of loyalty to each other. It is nice. Oh? So now we're not all monsters. Go on, admit it. Well, good. Then I have a philosophical question for you. It's hard to do diplomacy when the other person is in a cage. Diplomacy is compromise. I get something, you get something. Neither of us get everything we want, but we both leave happy. But you don't even get to leave. You haven't got anything. I have all the power, and you're a pretty man in a box. It just doesn't seem fair. I've been awake all day thinking about it. You, down here. What do you want? I know. That's all I could think of. It's the only thing I can do for you. Well, no. I'm loyal to my sisters. To just fling open the door and say, fly, be free, pretty human boy, that would be a direct betrayal. Come and sit down. Also, you'd survive less than a day on your own. You only have one advantage in this whole negotiation. I like you. Well, what did you think your advantage was? Oh, that. I was eavesdropping on Marana and Striga during the day. They can buy mercenaries to fill out the army. She gets distracted. She calls it the burden of genius. We could run out on her this morning and she wouldn't notice for days. I'm loyal to my sisters. But what we're doing is wrong. We could just leave, Hector. If you want to be with me. Come with me. Be mine. Tell me you're mine. Tell me you belong to me. Be loyal to me. Please. Say it. Please. Please, Hector. You're all brilliant. Stop bickering. You wanted Hector's help. So? Hector gets to sit with us sometimes. Catch? Well, we have a few vampire magicians here. I had one of them make those. I also borrowed that book from him. That's him. Lovely old man. Strange twitch. These are slave rings. One of them found its way onto Hector's hand while he was swearing his loyalty to me. Yes, he was inside me at the time. So, as you know, when Hector forges a night creature, they are loyal to him. But now, he is bound to me through the spell on these rings. When he makes a night creature, they're loyal to him, and he swore loyalty to me, so they're loyal to me too. All these rings are linked. Wear the ring, and his night creatures will be loyal to you too. And if Hector ever tries to harm us, or take it off, or run away, his ring will cause him so much pain that he'll think he'll have shat out his own heart. Problem solved. In return, we're going to convert one of the old outbuildings for him to live in. We're going to make it nice. He's going to live just as well as we do, and he's going to have freedom of the castle. I do. He gets something back from this. He gets a comfortable life. He gets to feel safe. Marana will... Shh. The real people are talking. Marana will make the arrangements. Striga will organize the forging. Carmilla will agree to all of this and live with it. Carmilla? Oh, and the house will need a really big bed. It turns out he's actually fairly good at sex, and I want to train him. Bye-bye. I did no such thing. Your life is saved, Hector. And I gave you what you always really needed. I made you into my pet.